Well, let's step outside the hostel and take a look around the back alleys of Paharganj. Well, I'll tell you about my efforts to buy a tuk-tuk. So I've been in Delhi a few days and been going around the place trying to find reliable information and someone I'm happy to deal with. Well, before I left the UK, I'd seen videos on YouTube of people buying a second-hand tuk-tuk and then paying 700 quid and then off they go. Well, in Delhi I've come up across a couple of problems. Well, the first problem is I need a petrol rickshaw because you can get petrol anywhere in India, whereas most of the rickshaws in Delhi, apart from a few electric ones, they're all natural gas. And the second problem is of registration. Now, there are two types of registration. Commercial, they have a yellow plate, and private, they have a white plate. Now, there are 28 states in India, and the commercial registrations are pertinent to a particular state. And you cannot drive outside of a state in which a commercial vehicle is registered without getting stopped by the police and fined. So I need a private registration, and they're on a white plate. Now here's the difficulty. The registration of the vehicle is fixed at the dealership when the vehicle is first bought, and it can't subsequently be changed. So I can't get a commercially registered rickshaw and change it to a private registration. At least that's what I'm told. So a solution has been proposed. What I should do is buy a brand new rickshaw, and that way they can order it from the dealership as a petrol one, and it can be privately registered. Job done. Now here's the thing. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. He's not happy. You're not happy. Well, I'll move on swiftly. Oh, they're all starting now. It's another tourist causing a commotion. So here's the thing. Hello. Namaste. How are you doing? Okay, so where was I? I'm going to buy a new rickshaw, petrol, private registration, and now it comes down to the cost. The new cost will be about 2,000 quid. That's a big chunk up from the 700 quid I'd planned, but I've got a guy who's interested in buying it back off of me when I finish, because it'll be a virtually new rickshaw. So there's the 2 grand to buy a new one, and then the guy I'm dealing with, or the company I'm dealing with, for 800 quid will arrange all this, sort out the paperwork and take their cut. So I've said yes, I'll do this, because it'll be job done and I can be out of Delhi on my way and doing the trip. Well, if you're thinking of doing this yourself, there's just one more hurdle you need to get across. The registration document needs to be registered to someone with a permanent address in India. Well, no tourist is going to have that. So you're going to have to find yourself someone who will agree to be the person to whom the vehicle is registered. Now, once you've done that, there's a couple of other bits of paperwork that need sorting out, but that's quite straightforward, and I'll mention those in the description. And as ever, if you have information that differs from mine, do let me know in the comments. Well, let's head out of the back alleys and onto the main bazaar of Paharganj. Go to the right, it's the urinals. You see those dotted about the place all over Delhi. The women aren't catered for. I guess the assumption is that however desperate a woman is, she won't piss in the street, whereas the guys can't be relied upon to be quite so constrained. Yeah, it's a little bit chaotic, but you know what? It has an energy. It's full of life. It's full of humanity.
পনিরও রয়েছে।